Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Walter, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Guardians of the Galaxy. We're continuing onwards and forwards after a very, very crazy episode where obviously we thought that Gamora would need rescuing, but that was not the case. She makes her way back to the Milano along with an arm in hand. Yes, literally that is Raker's arm, which is kind of crazy to think. But regardless, of course, guys, don't forget, if you do enjoy today's episode, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on your notifications. Thank you so very much for your support.
Alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel, but that's as close as I'm getting to this flarking cult ever again.
Okay, why is there a triangle at the top left corner? Do you guys see that?
You all right there, Drax?
That's very strange.
I am pondering that question.
Just looks
That
a
makes
little bit
total
odd.
sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die.
Sorry about that. I sneezed.
They
My
were
bad.
murdered by Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
Okay. What is this? Oh, cool. So there's a way to play all the different songs in the game. Very cool. So obviously there's a lot of copywritten music in this as well. Like straight up even Iron Maiden, which is crazy. You got Motley Crue songs. You got New Kids on the Block. You got Loverboy. There's a lot. And dude, that's insane. They have Never Gonna Give You Up. How's that possible? That's hilarious. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna
Move
go
over.
talk.
What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship.
Shoo, flark off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Isn't Gamora
Hey,
here?
Do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
I thought Gamora was over here. That's why I walked this way. Oh no, Groot's over here. Hey, what's
How
up,
about
buddy?
you, bud? You doing okay?
Okay.
Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there. Yeah. Maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
Okay. So Groot seems to be doing okay after all the craziness. Before we chart course to the next thing, I did want to actually go on ahead and point out that in between the episodes, first of all, I changed the costume back to the original costume, but also in addition to that, I did go on ahead and grab a couple of upgrades. Yes, I messed up and grabbed one of the incorrect upgrades, which means that we're gonna still have to save up for perfect dodge and air glide, but that's perfectly fine. I'm sure we'll be able to get those unlocked
Just
in
browsing, huh?
no time.
All
Okay,
right, let's
so
go.
with that all in mind, I think we just need to try to find Gamora now. She's the only one that we haven't talked to. So this is Rocket's room. I don't think there's anything new in Rocket's room that we can interact with. Don't think there's anything new in Peter's room. Oh, maybe not. Okay. You have the Star-Lord tape. Hold up, this might be new, actually. It is new. Because this is the little badge thing, right? Oh, here we go.
Gamora. Hey.
Have a quick talk.
Is that Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me? Answering her questions?
Corell never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Especially harshly.
Corell maybe kind of caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
What?
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano, and I was trying to return her when Corell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah.
That is true.
I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Shatari supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival. Especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Shatari's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Rider established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Shatari launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
It was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so... badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay.
Those
So
scaly
that was
bastards
obviously a
didn't
tough
stand
talk.
chance.
Or a preview of a tough talk, I suppose is more correct. Where's Gamora? She's not here.
Oh, why yes. I am...
Wasn't this the doll that we
Gamora,
got?
I was only looking...
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I, actually never got a chance to say thank you.
Oh.
For the doll.
Oh,
Would you look at that?
no problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
Thank you is my
It was
middle
very
name.
thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting
Probably.
it lightly.
Probably.
Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit.
I would imagine.
Something Mantis says I need to work on.
Okay.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, Red Rum, Red Rum.
What is that?
Red what?
I don't get that reference.
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I needed someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so lonely. After the war, the resistance disbanded. Richard Ryder got busy with politics, and the world mine had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore.
Well, that's good to
Because
hear.
of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
Listen, small steps forward is what you need.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls.
I love the specificity of that.
Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he
Yikes.
took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
What a great lesson, huh? Thanos really is the Mad Titan.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula.
Passed away.
After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
Okay.
Wow.
So as you can see, every one of the
glad I bought
Guardians
this one.
has a very tragic
promise that there are
backstory,
zero
and
strings attached
to a
to
certain
anything
extent,
like
maybe that's what brings them all
You're an
together.
important
You know,
part of
is
this team, Gamora.
their
Thanks.
heartache, pain,
Truly.
the difficulties that they've had to deal with. So, I think that's most likely what it is. Okay, well, I suppose there's only one more thing we need to do, and that's to check over here. Oh, we've already interacted with that before. What is that? That's new. No?
Wait, are you siding with Green Team on this?
Oh!
I think this is new.
Hey,
Yep, it's Groot.
Rocket, Groot! Sup?
What are you doing snooping through Groot's scut, Quill? Well, maybe you
Just
should
checking
mind.
stuff.
Whoa, 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 guys! Groot, I didn't mean to invade your space. Seriously, I would never do that. I was just curious about this report thingy I found.
Yeah, the report thingy that just so happens to bring up a lot of painful memories for Groot.
Oh, well, this is
Real
awkward.
Smooth, Quill.
My bad. I didn't know, Rocket.
It's
You could have
not
let me
fun.
know.
The collector kept you in a frickin' cage like some kind of animal.
It's one of those things where you could, like,
Bad
you
enough
know,
you lost
walk
your
up and
entire
be like,
planet.
hey, you should know about this.
Fine. Groot says he'll answer your stupid questions.
Okay, so Planet X, what happened to your homeworld?
homeworld?
What do you say?
never told me that.
What do you say, Rocket? Talk to me.
What did he say?
He says the Shatari blew it up with an experimental doomsday device.
Holy crap. That's awful.
Ain't the worst part, Quill. Groot says after Planet X was blown up, the other branch worlds mobilized. But they weren't no match for the Shatari and also got destroyed. Far as he knows, he's the last of his kind.
Wow.
Oh, Groot. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'd do if Earth was destroyed, if I was the last human.
He says it's not so bad. He's got us.
Hey, look at that attitude
How'd
from
you end
Groot.
up with the Collector in the first
That's
place?
why we say that Groot
How
is
do
the
you
heart
think?
of
He
the Guardians of
stole
the
Groot.
Galaxy.
Fine, you tell it. He says the Collector found him at the start of the war, in the wreckage of his planet.
Holy crap.
But just a piece, a splinter. The rest got destroyed like everyone else.
Just a splinter. Does this mean you can't die?
He can still die, but he ain't gonna, 'cause I ain't gonna let him. I'll replant you 1,000,000 times if I gotta.
So, how'd the Collector find you?
A drone found him, dormant in space. Guess old Tiven scours the galaxy for new specimens. Slavery ain't the same as saving. He insists the Collector saved him by planting him and also keeping him in a das cage until I stole him.
Well, he
Hence the
did
stupid
save him at
fucking
first, though, right? Because if he didn't
Is it
find him, he would have never
Still
been located.
active, the report? Will the Collector come collecting?
You see any gold domes around lately?
Fair enough. I know we don't talk a lot, Groot, for, you know, obvious reasons.
Because you don't speak Groot.
But I can't imagine this team without you. I can't change the past, but I can't commit to making the future better.
He says he knows, and he's grateful.
Nice. I love these conversations. Like, I think this adds so much depth to the game, is the fact that they have all these available.
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Okay, thanks. That was great.
Come on.
I'm out here
thought I'd
talking
check
about how
in.
good it is
That
to
was
have all
some
these conversations, and
pretty heavy
immediately
stuff
we're
you said
told,
earlier.
go away, Peter.
Talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay.
Let's do a little song.
right.
Song and
No
dance.
talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Yeah.
Bang!
I am the warrior. Well, I am
Nice.
the
This is a good song, kinda.
And hard
Not
to
really,
heart
but-
you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Ba, 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 ba.
Want to talk about
So
the
what
guy whose
happened
arm you
with
just ripped
yeah,
off?
There's
Raker?
nothing to talk about.
What do you
chopped his
mean?
arm off.
Yeah.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki
How?
manipulating her with his
How
slick
did you
lies
get
and
even in
fucked up
range
promises.
with all the crazy amount of
everybody
enemies?
We can't bring them back.
Who did you see? in your promise. Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing.
It was
just a
probably
lie.
Nebula, right?
Which is why we need to stop it.
Or maybe her family,
I'm
like the
working on
original
that.
one that Thanos took her
Just-
from.
Try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Could you move?
Okay, well, good talk. Let's get back on track, I suppose. I still don't know what this room is. Just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot that we can do in here yet. So I guess that just stays the way it is. I'm sure there will be a moment in time in the game where that room will like actually play a factor. But for now, I suppose we go to the
Anything yet?
console, the main console here, and set for liftoff.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
There's Cosmo, the Russian dog.
Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Okay, that's not
You
good.
okay?
He's fine for a moment. Cosmo receive warning in time, but Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually.
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
Okay. That's not good. So I guess we're headed to nowhere. Or no, we're not. What is that? Who is that? There's 3 of those ships.
Are
Okay.
we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's
Oh,
honor.
we saw this guy. Remember in one of the criminal files? Remember? What's his name?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
Boom roasted.
Surrounded us.
Give me a fist bump.
Listen, I get that Lady
Where's
Hellbender's
Drax? Why is
super
Drax
pissed,
not in
but
his
now's really not the best
seat?
time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. You will not elude me. That I can assure you.
I just need a few minutes. Stall him.
What is she saying?
Why? Where are you going?
What? There was no audio there when he was speaking.
Did you mute me?
Oh, yeah, I did.
What?
So, how much is Lady H offering you anyway? Is it like a lot?
Or are you making a counter offer?
Maybe. Depends. What would it take?
Nothing.
Everyone's got a price, Glory. Even you.
I don't expect those of lower races to understand the basic principles of honor and superiority.
Okay.
When I commit to a contract, I follow through. Always.
But
Yeah,
what you're
okay.
saying is, what's
That
the number?
much for your honor, then.
I cannot be bought.
Yeah.
Certainly not by low-life scum such as yourselves.
Yeah.
I am Glabri of the Kree Empire, and I look forward to the day when the Kree race eliminates your inferior species.
Spoken like a true Kree.
More like an arrogant a-hole.
Enough! I will not be disrespected. You will be eliminated.
Rocket, what are you doing?
Give it your best shot, Helmet Head. The Milano's gonna blow you out of the sky.
Your ship doesn't have that kind of firepower.
It does now.
Just a little something we picked up.
Rocket has upgraded the weapon systems.
Yes.
Pew pew. Time to fire. Is this gonna be a space battle finally? Because there's only been one portion in the game so far where there was space flight, and that was it the first mission or the second mission, something like that? Okay.
There's nothing on that garbage.
doubt worth salvaging.
We're taking fire.
Okay.
Got a piece of that guy.
Got him.
Direct hit. These ships ain't dying fast enough.
There's an art to this, Rocket. We're artists.
Okay, we also have L2 available. I don't know what that does.
These guys have really bad timing.
Perfect timing from where I stand.
Okay, so far so good.
Feels kind of good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Normally this would be good practice, but Captain Creepy's timing is as bad as his costume.
Where's Drax
Okay.
the Destroyer? My bounty's for 5 FU.
Ain't a bad question.
That's what I was gonna say before. Remember I asked, I was like, well, where is Drax?
Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
Just keep watching.
No. Up, 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 up!
Hang in
Took
there,
too much
bud.
damage.
They ain't killed us yet.
I can't, for some reason I can't go lower there for some,
Private Morning Glory's running his mouth again.
Okay, let's get a little bit of distance between us.
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
She will receive your splintered remains.
I don't get it. For some reason the
Hit them
ship
hard
doesn't
and
want to
give
fly
them-
down.
There's nothing on that garbage scout.
It's like there's like an arbitrary wall
Find us a channel with less
or
butthole
like a
content.
floor through which you can't fly, but the game doesn't
Forcing it open
actually give you
somehow.
any indication
Feel
of
free to panic.
how you're supposed to know
Dying cries will
when
be recorded as proof.
you've approached that. And it just seems like a silly thing to do when you're talking about a battle that's
Feel
set
free to
in
show
space.
off,
Like, how are you
They
making
insulted my
the
baby.
limits to be down below you
watching.
instead of something that would be like just maybe further out, you know?
Feels kind of good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Not sure how much we get out of taking down Crafted Crap Hole and his legion of crap. Only one lethal lame brain left.
What
It's
is
gotta
all
be him, right?
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Got him. Woo!
Who's
Good
the
stuff.
inferior life form now, huh?
Please
Fortunately enough,
flee.
I just
I
played a
would
little
love
bit
to
I'm
hunt
picking
you
up
down.
something.
smarter and we did
What?
okay there. What
It
the
appears I'll
heck
have to
is that
finish this
thing?
myself.
Okay, so he's arrived on his own
So you
spaceship.
defeated my
Got it.
fighters, but my cruiser will crush you.
Well, let's get in close.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's I'm sure it's very comfortable.
I will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
Uh-oh. We can use these rocks for
Lady
cover.
Skull Suit us the worst fucking timing. Is she here? Just her goons. This time. That did some real damage.
There we
Keep hitting
go.
his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
We just got a barrel roll out of the way at the very last moment.
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
Come on.
Morons. Protect our ports.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
Okay, we dodged that.
You okay in there, Cap?
Come on.
Stay still and I'll show you.
We're a little bit upside down right now. Dang it.
That, Guardians.
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it.
Just kill them already.
There's an art
Trying.
to this.
Ha! Quill just tried to kill Splain to the deadliest woman in the galaxy.
Attack.
We
Woo.
really gotta take better care of the
I
Milano.
am Clary.
Got him.
Warrior.
Okay, so there's a little space combat for you. You guys wanted more space combat? You got it.
That lady, Skull Scut.
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it.
Xandar is our next stop. Now, isn't Xandar the planet where the Nova Corps base is? I think it is, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but...
Old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
Is
I ain't letting no
Darkhawk on
buckethead
Xandar?
near my...
Wow.
Yeah,
Talk
Nova
about
Corps
cosmic
headquarters. There it is.
gridlock.
Sheesh,
I
dude.
haven't
That
seen
planet's
this many ships
literally
around Xandar since the
sliced
start of
up.
the Galactic War.
Open a channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Our supplies are low. Need access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the World Mind. Groot.
I have a feeling like
to
there
Nova
will
Corps
not be.
headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
I know, bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
How may we assist you? After scanning your ship,
Our near-perfect algorithm.
Hey, there's Richard Ryder.
several
Nova
officer
Prime.
choices.
Nova's profiling us? That ain't okay.
The allocation
Allocation of resources for direct communication.
communication with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
Okay.
Fix something, Peter.
Congratulations
Congratulations on your decision to
Join the Corps. To begin,
State your full name.
designation or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Star-Lord.
Quill's mom!
Okay.
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, muscle brain. It might work.
Oh,
Please
No!
celestial body.
Or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Earth.
Yeah, maybe it won't work, but look at this.
Finally,
In a few words,
describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
I'm a
To
sucker.
enforce justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys.
Oh my goodness, your entrance
Alright,
exam is
so that
scheduled
was
for
fun.
approximately
Wasted time.
999
Any
years. That seems like a
should report what Rigor's up to.
long way away.
World Mind doesn't already know.
we are aware of the current threat, but
And
can
devote no resources toward fighting it.
Okay.
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
We should tell them about the promise.
Right. As if none of these other ships ain't already blasting about it all over the comms.
Does that work?
I can't believe that worked.
Gardeners of the Galaxy.
Gardeners.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, World Mind. Long time no see. It's me. Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's...
I guess this
Guardians
turned
of the
out
Galaxy.
well that they didn't
Check the
pay their
addendum.
fine yet.
We need your help.
Pay a fine.
No. No, of course not. You need to save the galaxy.
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
Is sweeping its systems, converting all who
will
encounter
encounter it. In less than 3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single star
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3,
75.222
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
galaxy, all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The world mind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How
Can we be more clear?
the Universal Church of Truth
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya.
Sheesh. Okay, that's a little
It is a machine.
dramatic.
Ah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
Look,
Unless if it's already
we
overrun.
just escaped the church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not
already
already know.
know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as...
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
How are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hack Nova Core helmets at ridiculously discounted prices.
That's a good deal.
What? They obviously don't know about it, or they do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories.
Hey.
stored within our files.
So I guess it's not over on yet.
Let's pull resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Parameters of such a query, undertaking
taking a search protocol at this time is
advised.
now. If you will excuse us,
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw
draw close.
closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the
Preservation of Xandarian culture. All else is
secondary.
Ain't you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
How?
The leader of the Bucketheads?
Yeah.
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
galaxy. We merely police it to get advanced.
Advanced knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
Directive.
You have officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons, the
Church is stopping resources. Its
influence has grown beyond all probabilistic
models.
Then update your models.
We
We
cannot
cannot adjust our computations to the
enemy's
enemy's
nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
Is
is
illogical. We are unable to compute.
compute scenarios to fight that which should
Not exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
Yeah.
You're scared. Yeah, you met a math problem that you don't understand and you're running away from.
fear is an emotional reaction.
Disputable.
We do not experience emotion, therefore
We
we
cannot be afraid.
Why are you running then?
Our primary directive is the preservation
Yeah, bleep, bloop, bloop. Thought you were a Class G superintelligence, not an infinite loop.
We recognize that you are displeased with our
Decision
decisions.
to leave. However, your
Our
emotional
emotional state is not our primary
primary concern.
Dang.
Do not make this decision without considering
Okay, well, we just got
available
dunked on.
options. A complete search.
search of our databanks only revealed
A single entity with the potential
to
to stop
stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who,
Adam Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War,
Great. So no one?
we
We
are
are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
we did.
It appears
Well,
that our travel
we're definitely not going to
preparations
reach the same
Almost
conclusion.
complete. Farewell, Guardians.
of the galaxy.
No, wait!
Oh, the world mind just hung up.
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me?
What did he
Groot
suggest?
says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
Okay. I guess we need to think here.
Yeah. Let's get this over with. Confirm payment.
Kind of. Don't have
Come
to.
on, really?
Oh boy.
I knew it! I knew you spent Lady Hellbender's money in nowhere.
That was my
You
bad.
saw me?
You were there?
I was watching your back.
We were just having some food and
All the way to
trying out
Seknar
all
from
the
back,
things
and
that the game
nothing to
has
show
to
for
offer.
I'm sorry, all right?
It'd be boring if I skipped
Peter,
all that.
We've got movement.
Where?
They're taking off.
Whoa. Okay.
Well.
Well, that was rude.
Well,
I see it.
Son of a schmack.
Here we go again. Wait, so this thing's just absorbing the energy already?
You're accepting the promise.
we gotta jump, Quill.
I know.
Drax's promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first.
Come on.
And go!
There we go. At least the Guardians managed to get out.
Scott!
Whoa!
The question is where?
What did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
guys.
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the fucking water!
And if they find
Promise
us,
must
we're
be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed anyway!
Guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think. Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a
I
diagnostic.
don't care! Just fix it!
Dang.
Scoff.
And what are we supposed
Scoff.
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
to do? Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest.